What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and tonight what I have for you guys is a real special video going over the teaser trailer of Season 3 Reloaded, bonus DLC dropping this week, and even information about the mid-season event. Definitely stay tuned. But before I jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, and let me know real quickly in the comments, which other 80s characters do you guys want to see added to Black Ops Cold War and Warzone, aside from Rambo and John McClane, which are supposed to be dropping in the next week and a half, which I'm excited about. But also an update on the mysterious statue in Verdansk 84. It is indeed a statue celebrating the COD 2020 League champions, which are Dallas Empire. Congrats to all those fellas for pushing through those sweaty ass matches. But also, it's a bit ironic that I just made a video about a day and a half ago talking about everything we know for Season 3 Reloaded so far, and what do you know, we got some marketing for that as soon as this week, which I couldn't be more excited about. Also, shout out to somebody by the name of Sin, as you'll see later on in this gameplay. I was playing some Sticks and Stones, and he actually recognized me and posted a nice message, as you guys will see on screen. So Sin, if you're watching this, thank you so much for the kind words. But now when it comes to the teaser trailer of the Reloaded updates, it does say Become War on May 20th, with a small glimpse at the Rambo operator in action using the combat bow. So as I predicted in my last video, either May 19th or May 26th would be the day when I do a countdown stream to the Reloaded updates, which would drop on, the following day from that countdown stream. So there we have it. May 19th I'll be live with an official countdown so that the Reloaded update could go live just a few hours later on May the 20th. It's also confirmed this is an event for not just Cold War and Warzone, but also Call of Duty Mobile. So correct me if I'm wrong, but this is like the first crossover event between the mainstream Call of Duty, Warzone, and Call of Duty Mobile. Pawn Takes Pawn had some connections to COD Mobile last summer, but this is a bit different. So I'm excited for this. Can't wait to see how this does affect all games at once. I'm just not too sure about that, but it's also worth mentioning that in the background of this teaser trailer, where exactly is Rambo? Is this a jungle remaster coming to Black Ops Cold War in this update, or is it a part of Cartel, somewhere on Apocalypse, the outskirts of Diesel? Seeing a lot of different responses as to where exactly this is. If you guys know exactly where this is on one of the multiplayer maps, feel free to correct me down below in the comments. I'm just not too sure about it. I'm not going to claim anything that may be incorrect, but I'm sure we'll know as soon as this week. They're probably going to end up teasing at least a bonus map dropping in the Reloaded update, aside from Standoff in 6v6. Similar to Express from Season 1 Reloaded, that just came out of nowhere with no prior leaks whatsoever, so we get something like that happen with Jungle, but I do find it a bit strange. We're already getting a remake, which is Standoff, so would they do 2 remakes in the Reloaded update? I wouldn't be complaining, but some people in the community actually might. So the thing about this too is that the last season was already themed around the jungle, Apocalypse, Laos, and that's kind of the vibe and energy I'm getting from this Rambo teaser. So Rambo probably would have made more sense last season, but it also would have been too repetitive if they dropped Apocalypse and Jungle in Season 2. Now, shall I remind you that maps like Jungle, Firing Range, Summit, they've all been heavily rumored to return in Black Ops Cold War, but I feel like since Mount Yemental dropped this past season, the Summit's a bit redundant at this point. They probably won't drop that map. Firing Range is likely. I think a map like Hijacked or even Slums, those will probably come back at some point too. Maps really haven't come back too much in the past. We just saw Jungle back to back in Black Ops 3 and 4. But also, if you guys are wondering what the significance is of May the 20th, we know that at least Rambo Part 2 and 3 dropped on May 22nd and May 25th respectively, so maybe that's why they're really pushing for Reloaded to drop on May the 20th, as opposed to dropping it maybe a week later right before June begins, because Season 4 does start on, June 16th, and we usually get Reloaded about a week and a half before a new season, so that could explain the release date that is coming up. But also when it comes to an important update on the mid-season event, so somebody by the name of Connor Morton in my comments may have cracked the case. So we talked quite a bit about this in my previous video, and we theorized that the mid-season event could be one of 3 things, and they're all strong theories, don't get me wrong. The first theory was it being related to rescuing Adler at the Verdansk hospital, shattering some glass, finding him behind the red door, but the Hunt for Adler event kind of solidified that we already rescued him off screen, so it doesn't really work. The next theory was about Call of Duty 2021. Maybe Sledgehammer's gonna get a new logo with a hammer shattering glass. Another reveal is imminent from Sledgehammer's next project, so that could have been during Season 3 Reloaded, without a doubt. But the last theory was about Modern Warfare 3 campaign remastered and how there was a distinct shot in that campaign of glass shattering. So we know Soap is coming to the game at some point. His bundle is also imminent, so there could have been an event where he comes to the storyline and they release the remaster of Modern Warfare 3. That could have happened, but doesn't look like any one of those theories does check out as much as this one does. There's a reference to shattered glass because in the first Die Hard movie, there's quite a bit of shattered glass in that film, as well as on some of the cover art of the movie itself, so that definitely works. I mean, as Connor said in my comments, there could be an awesome soundtrack from Die Hard during this event, which I wouldn't mind. You could be able to crawl through vents, see all the locations from the movie. Maybe they'll have a mini map like Rebirth size that fits the aesthetic of either a Rambo film or a Die Hard movie. I wouldn't mind seeing that, but it may just be their operators dropping in the form of bundles along with maybe some cool soundtracks alongside that. you never know. Now we also got a really exciting blog post confirming bonus DLC dropping in Black Ops Cold War and Warzone this week. So as they officially said, as we rapidly approach Season 3's mid-season, we see a wild new mode arrive for the first time in Black Ops Cold War, while other fan favorite modes and playlists continue. Plus, 4 new bundles worth checking out will be hitting the stores. And I'm pretty surprised, right? It feels like just yesterday the season just began, and all of a sudden we're already getting marketing for the mid-season updates. I'm not complaining, I'm happy about that. But we first up have a brand new game mode called The Lead. 12v12 Moshpit comes to Black Ops Cold War. So this Thursday, 12v12 combat does come to all 6v6 maps for the first time in Black Ops Cold War within this new 12v12 Moshpit. Play intense 24-player respawn modes on 6v6 maps starting on May 13th. If you thought Nuketown 84 was your go-to for camel challenges, just wait until you try with twice as many players. Also starting on Thursday, players can jump right into the newest gunfight tournament with their duo partner and compete against the best in the bracket for exclusive new rewards. I wonder what they could be. Now's the time to get in plenty of practice with your teammate in gunfight blueprints before the tournament begins on the 13th. And finally, the Party Games playlist collection continues this week with Prop Hunt, Gun Game, and Sticks and Stones. Get ready to dive in and party down. So, felt like some casual gameplay for tonight's video. Hopefully you're enjoying some Sticks and Stones, as well as some Gun Game. I'm sure the other party game modes are going to drop at some point in the future, like One in the Chamber, Sharpshooter, maybe even Infected. I do like how right now they have a Party Games playlist allowing you to select any one of these current party games instead of having a mosh pit of all of them. Hope they keep that permanently going forward. Definitely deserves to stay in the game. But I don't think they mentioned this 12v12 mosh pits in the previous Season 3 blog post. Unless I forgot about it or missed it, this is a bit of a surprise to me. So imagine trying to drop a nuke in a 12v12 match. It could be either the easiest thing in the world or the hardest thing in the world. I mean, if you go up against some CDL skin, dual diamond sniper classes using AK-74Us or Semtex, I mean, it's gonna be all over the place. But playing against potatoes, you can get a pretty fast nuke on any one of these 6v6 maps that is in Black Ops Cold War. But I think what's great about this is that some maps out there like Garrison, Checkmate, they play a bit slow. So this could change up the pace a little bit for some of the slower maps that are in multiplayer. We also got confirmation of 4 different bundles also dropping later this week. We first up have the Antonov Operator bundle, which does come with his legendary Meltdown skin. Also includes 2 legendary weapon blueprints with Nuclear Tracer Fire and Dismemberment effects, the Toxic Containment Tactical Rifle, and the Nuclear Response SMG. The pack also includes the Radiation Detector wrist accessory, the Toxic Spill Charm, the Chemical Burn animated emblem, the Toxic Throne animated calling card, and the Radiator vehicle skin. So, talked about this bundle in, I think, a video a week and a half ago. We went over all upcoming bundles for Season 3. The next bundle is the Tracer pack known as Tropical. It does come with a bigger wallop than a double Pina Colada with 3 legendary weapon blueprints, the Extended Vacation Sniper, the Subtropic SMG, and the Tropic Elite pistol. Also included in the bundle are the Caught Staring finishing move, the Champ's Champagne Bottle Charm, the Tropic Trumble calling card, or excuse me, Tropic Tumble, can't speak, and the Pineapple Elite sticker. Next up we have the Drifter, a Western themed bundle of our 4 items with the Epic Tanner Tactical Rifle as its centerpiece. Also in the bundle are a new reticle, Stone's High Plains Operator skin, and the Dead Still Epic calling card. So they actually forgot the YouTuber Drifter for this pack, would have been perfect. And last but not least, we have the Music Legend Mastercraft. So we don't have many Mastercrafts in this game yet, but the ones they've dropped so far have been pretty epic. We of course have the Krig and then the one for the M16. Those are incredible, but we have an 8-item pack here featuring Wolf's legendary Rockstar skin and the heavy metal themed Ultra Shredder assault rifle. There's also legendary amped up pistol blueprint, as well as the Super Disco Charm, the Center Stage Dirt Bike vehicle skin, the Battle Shredder emblem, the Soul Searcher watch, and finally the Cultural Export calling card. So quite a bit of content. Usually they drop about 2 to 3 bundles throughout a new week of content, but they're dropping 4 this week, which is incredible. So they're burning through quite a few, and again, there's only, what, a good month-ish left of Season 3, so the season's already burning through pretty fast, and I'm loving the weekly updates. Definitely a fan of everything they've dropped so far. Now, we also have a recent listing from Activision on LinkedIn, which confirms Call of Duty Warzone is in development for mobile, as the company is adding over 50 new mobile job listings. So I wonder how this is going to affect skill-based matchmaking, or whether or not it'll guarantee you bot lobbies fairly often. I mean, we know about how Fortnite works on mobile, and they've pretty much solidified this cross-play system for gaming that no other game has really done before. COD Mobile has a battle royale that I think is fairly successful right now. They've dropped so much content in COD Mobile since its release, it's ridiculous. So I think I know what they're doing about porting Verdansk or even Rebirth onto a mobile experience. I'm just curious, you know, are there going to be any cheats, any workarounds? Can people just use a scuff controller on mobile and somehow get easier lobbies? I mean, there's a lot that could be going on here. I mean, this is going to be interesting. In terms of when this could drop, I mean, if I had to guess, maybe at some point in maybe Season 4 or 5, it might not even be close to finished, so it might be after Black Ops Cold War cycle is over. Could even be possible to see a Warzone experience that's exclusive to mobile, doesn't have crossplay at all with console or PC. That's certainly a possibility as well, but considering they already have COD Mobile exclusive on its own, then bringing Warzone to mobile probably means you'll be able to play with just about anybody out there in the world on any platform. But also as a reminder, we should be getting an official Season 3 Reloaded roadmap as soon as Monday. Could even drop later this week, you never know. But until then, we know we're at least going to be getting Standoff in 6v6, Fireteam Elimination, which is Battle Royale on the Fireteam locations. Really looking forward to that. And we're also going to be seeing the AM63 and baseball bats added as weapons. And I'm sure Ballistic Knife support will be added to Warzone in the next week and a half, if not sooner. Raven did confirm today we're getting lots of different weapon tuning updates, as well as the return of Resurgence quads over on Rebirth. At this point, the community just knows that they should just be keeping a lot of modes permanent in Warzone, stop getting rid of them. LTMs are different, but something like Resurgence, like why get rid of that for Rebirth? That makes no sense whatsoever. And in terms of zombies, we don't know much about the Reloaded update in terms of zombies itself, aside from the Outbreak Easter egg. We didn't get much information about Outbreak or zombies in general today, but I'm sure some teasers will be dropped later this week. And if we don't get any official news tomorrow, I do have a separate standalone zombies video I've been working on that should be dropping tomorrow evening. And also when it comes to the updates on Jeff Leach, voice actor of Ghost, he has officially been fired from both Modern Warfare and Warzone because of some inappropriate comments that surfaced on social media a few days ago. And the thing about that is, you know, I'm going to talk more about it on the podcast, but when you're under contract or a public figure, I'd be crapping myself if I ever got into an altercation, verbally at least, on stream. I mean, I wouldn't care who I am. I'd be worried about a lot of people watching me, every single word that I say. So I don't agree with the comments that were made, and I know cancel culture has been a topic of discussion over the past couple of weeks around the world. I mean, it's been a topic for the past couple of years that social media has rose quite a bit. But again, there's consequences for your action. The things that were said were not okay. If you look at the context of why he said those things, you know, people get frustrated. We're all human, right? But it doesn't give anybody a pass, no matter who you are, to say some of those things that were said. But to end off this video, I also wanted to bring up the fact that it was confirmed Battlefield 6 will be revealed at some point in June. I'm not a Battlefield channel, so I won't be covering it, but what I find interesting about that is that EA won't be attending E3. They have their own EA Play event, which is probably where they'll announce Battlefield 6. If not, they'll do a separate panel talking about the upcoming game. But Activision will be at E3 2021. So unless they do a title announcement for COD 2021, then Activision will probably be there to announce other games that aren't Call of Duty. I mean, because Season 4 of Black Ops Cold War does begin so close to E3, maybe we'll get a trailer for Season 4 during E3 itself. Other theories suggest that we could be getting the Warzone FOV slider, Dark Matter, or I should say Dark Ether, the camo added to Warzone, as well as maybe the introduction of Warzone on mobile. They could announce all of that during E3, which is when the largest audience possible will be watching. So we're in for some potential major marketing from E3 2021 if Activision does indeed attend and showcases Call of Duty. But since COD 2021 seemingly isn't going to be revealed this season, according to the current roadmap we have, then maybe a title announcement could happen at some point before E3. We can get an actual gameplay trailer during that event. Lots of possibilities with what exactly could happen, but that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on already getting marketing for Season 3 Reloaded? I mean, I expected some marketing to start maybe at the end of this week or early next week, but I'm just happy it's dropping on May 20th. So again, a countdown stream will be on my channel on May the 19th. Looking forward to that. I'm actually going out of town from June 3rd to the 5th. I have plenty of content scheduled for a while away, but I was a bit worried that the Reloaded update would drop during that week, and I would have been behind on content. But luckily, we're looking good for the future of this season. Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everyone.